It is time for the highs and lows of the week, and our first high goes to an American hero of World War II and his new bride, married in Normandy, France, amidst the commemorations of the 80th anniversary of D-Day. 100-year-old Harold Terrence was a 20-year-old corporal in the U.S. Army Air Forces on that day, repairing planes damaged in battle, and later taking captured Germans and rescued American POWs over to England. He returned last weekend, 80 years later, to marry his beloved partner, Jean, in a public celebration of their May-December romance. She is only 96.
I didn't know what love really was until I met him.
I used to think Romeo and Juliet was the greatest love story. I think our love story is the greatest love story ever.
Oh, you gotta love them. The mayor of the town of Carentan in France symbolically pronounced Harold and Jean man and wife. And yes, Jean even tossed that bouquet. Their wedding reception was an impressive affair. In fact, it was a state dinner for President Biden, where Harold and Jean also were guests of French President Emmanuel Macron, who toasted the newlyweds. Congratulations to the happy couple. Our first low goes to the downright un-American prospect of the nation's finest competitive eater being denied his constitutional right to inhale hot dogs at an appalling pace on the 4th of July. It's hard to believe, but the legend, Joey Jaws Chestnut, will not be a part of the Nathan's annual 4th of July hot dog eating contest at Coney Island in New York next month. So what's the beef? Well, it turns out the 16-time champ recently launched a partnership with Impossible Foods, which makes plant-based hot dogs in direct competition with Nathan's. No good. Major League Eating, which is a real organization, called Chestnut an American hero, but said he represents a rival brand. Chestnut holds the all-time record at the Nathan's competition, eating 76 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes back in 2021. But there is some good news for fans of Jaws. Chestnut now will compete on another summer holiday. Netflix announced he will face off against longtime rival Takeru Kobayashi in a live winner-take-all hot dog eating contest on Labor Day. An event that promises to be every bit as stomach-turning as the one at Coney Island. Our next high goes to an American icon with much more civilized eating habits. Henry Winkler delighted fans in Ireland on Tuesday after local news reporters approached him for a man-on-the-street interview as he and other guests were forced to evacuate a Dublin hotel when a fire broke out.
So I called downstairs, and the woman said in a very calm voice, "Yes, we're all evacuating. You must evacuate right now." Our plane was delayed in London for about 3.5 hours. This morning, we got up and evacuated. And it was an amazing adventure right here in Dublin.
That's the man on the street is Henry Winkler. No one was hurt in the small fire, thank goodness. And Winkler's typically upbeat interview, including praise for the firefighters he called some of his favorite human beings, went viral. Henry is one of our favorite human beings, and as we mentioned, he will be my guest here next week. Our final low is a cautionary tale about the consequences of running onto the field during a game, told best in a photo essay. This is 19-year-old William Hendon having a grand old time after leaving the stands and running onto the field at Great American Ballpark, home of the Cincinnati Reds. With police in pursuit, Hendon stops for an impressive shoeless backflip right in front of the officer. Nice tuck there. But things take a turn for young William from here. The officer deploying his taser to put a quick end to the escapade so the Reds game can continue. About 50,000 volts of lightning there. And then the final chapter of our story, the mugshot, where our protagonist still is wearing his throwback Johnny Bench Reds jersey. Go Big Red. Hendon now is banned from Great American Ballpark, so just stay in your seat there, Johnny.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.